Hello, folks. It is I, Bugsy. And you know what? I just really wanna just sit back and talk to you guys for a minute. Guys, like I stepped away from the Big Bang Guy stuff mostly because I was just tired of everything, and every bit of news was depressing me. Like really, I am not kidding. I was like really, really sad for a few weeks. And now finding out that John Schimmel is like just hating and dissing his fans, it hurts. It hurts. And I'm not even talking about the Big Rihanna stuff, but I am talking about the John Schimmel stuff. It's just like, ugh. And then I found out about the freaking Team 4 Star stuff. I'm like, you motherfucking narc. No. I'm not gonna say that John Schimmel isn't a good Goku because let me tell you something. Goku, Sean Schimmel's Goku, and parts of the Ocean Dome Goku were my childhood. And what hurts the most is that I've seen Sean Schimmel, I've seen Sean Schimmel in a few cons, and he seems like an alright dude. But no, it's just, I'm just, this whole Vic Miata thing, you're just seeing the worst in people. Regardless of Kick Vic or stand with Vic, you're seeing the worst, the absolute worst these people have, and it really just makes me sad. Like legit sad. Not me just, not like how I usually do the whole, I overreact and I go, oh my god, this is sad. No, this is like really sad. Like no joke, me being completely serious. I am like it really made me sad, and yeah, I don't know what's going on in the background right now, but it is what it is. You know, it's just like it just makes me real sad. I'm just like I'm glad I'm working on my other stuff and just kind of and occasionally tuning into Hero Hiei and Perfection. You guys are probably like, Bugs, you didn't say all this stuff about Perfection. I know what I said, and listen to me, dude. Like I misjudged the man, and I really do apologize for that because I was doing that whole we should boycott Broly. I was like, ugh, you know. Again, I I I dissed him because I kind of didn't like him because I kind of had a bad impression of him, and it's sucky of me because through my life, everybody's had a bad impression of me. I'm doing the same to other people. I'm doing the same to him. That's just not right. And this man has been adamant of trying to deal with all this shit that's in the Dragon Ball community. Personally, I just don't really belong in any community because any community doesn't make me feel like I actually belong. You know what I mean? So I've always been on the fringe of everything, really. I mean, it's funny. I'm the fan Brad Basher, right? And I'm supposed to be connected to the fans. The only real fandom I'm really connected to is always going to be Sonic and Homestuck and Undertale. Like, sometimes the Dragon Ball fandom can be kind of inviting, but knowing all this shit about geekdom is just, I'm just like, oh boy. And trust me, I ain't even trying to fight with nobody here. I'm just telling you how I feel right now, okay? Okay, geekdom, so don't get your panties in the knot. I'm just saying what I need to say because I've been holding this back because literally I've been holding it back just because I want you guys to feel happy and enjoy and be entertained, but this whole thing has just shown me how fucked up the voice acting industry is and probably other industries that people want to get into. And I I just I mean I'm sad, man. Like honestly, Like when I think about it, I'm honestly sad. That's why I had to step away. It wasn't because I was scared of Monica Rial or anything. It's just because it was literally depressing me and making me sad, and I just couldn't take any more of it. You know, I couldn't. I just, I couldn't. And I wanted to be honest with you guys because honestly, I don't, whether it's kickback or not, I'm just seeing the worst in people. What people are willing to do to fuck with other people. That ain't even in the conflict. And I'm just sad because, like, seriously, if this is where the world's coming to, we're fucked. Like seriously, we're having people jumping and ready to fight with each other without actually thinking things through. We're all fucked. Fucking World War III can happen right now. We'd all be fucked. Don't matter if you SJW or not. Don't matter if you feminist or not. I feel like we'd all be fucked. Because people be like, oh, but it's always like it's a cliche now that saying that people are too sensitive nowadays. Well, some people are. And again, not talking about Big Rihanna. I'm talking about like a generalization of everything. It's just, I just feel like the world is like fucked, and the only reason we're not completely fucked is that we still got some people who are logical while the crazy people are at the wheel. Again, not saying any politics, not saying nothing. I just feel real like I want to be honest with you guys because I'm not gonna fucking burn out just because I didn't say what I needed to say. And that's what other YouTubers do because they feel like they can't be honest with you guys because they feel like if they show real, the real, the real them, it's like, oh, the illusion is broken. And I never had to do that with you guys. Y'all understand. If I have to say something, I'll say it. I can break my character, which really isn't that much to do, and I can just talk to you guys. Because you all know the character behind the man, and I've made it clear to do that. So you all don't go, oh, the illusion is ruined. But yeah, this whole thing with Vic Mignogna, whether you're on his side or not, it's the amount of shit that people are willing to go through is just it makes me sad. It makes me sad that I heard one of my childhood heroes call everybody assholes. It hurts. It really does fucking hurt. Okay, so don't give me that whole well Bugsy he was just saying that because everyone was on Monica Rial. Yeah, but that don't make it right. I mean, I know it's funny coming from me, but it's just you're bad mouthing every fan who has like maybe a little bit of a doubt. None of y'all want to hear it, no one else. But it's perfectly okay to call everybody assholes. Like I feel like none of you were raised at all. And I'm talking to the fans, I'm talking to the voice actors, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody. Motherfuckers act like you weren't raised right by anybody. I just ain't talking about victim. It's just the conduct of everybody, and I'm accepting it, but it really does. It really does make. It's kind of like, it's kind of like when I dealt with X Factor. I was a 6-year-old kid, and I was defending somebody, and one thing I got was the most biggest troll off ever not in existence. I'm putting extras on it, but it was fucked up. It was fucked up. And it feels like that moment again because that was the moment where I really saw how fucking messed up people can get. And that was even the most fucked up part of that whole entire thing. So I've seen what it's like to have an angry mob on you. I know what that's like. And it fucking sucks. Only one person was on my side that day. Rest? No, they were just with X Factor ready to fucking hurl their insults at me in an infrequent amount. But let me tell you something, guys. I know I tell this story all the time, but when I was literally okay, remember this is back in the day when when you could say gay and it wasn't really like a big thing, but I was like I just kept saying this dude was gay, right? And I don't know. I said it because I couldn't say anything else, 16-year-old kid couldn't cuss, and I don't condone what I said, but again, 16-year-old kid, remember, and I said it so much, and I did this video. He's like, I don't even, I don't know, and they were like, "What's wrong, dude?" And they just laughed. I was like, and I was like, ha 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 back then, but I was like. But now I'm just like, what did I do? Did I just help some dude get out of the closet? What did I do? Honestly, what did I do? Because after that, he just stopped hurling. After that, and I said I was sorry. He stopped hurling insults at me. So I don't know what I did. Again, it isn't like any of my noteworthy stuff doing fan rap basher stuff when I actually made people shut up. But like that moment, I still think to myself and go, "What did I do? What did I do to that dude? Did I just Kanye West him and make him? Did I Kanye West him and make him rethink himself? Like what did I do? Like how in South Park Kanye was like everybody kept saying, saying the fish stick joke and he thought he was a gay fish and then it actually started to be true. So it's like, what did I do? I don't know, guys. I mean, you guys are probably wondering, well, Bugsy, does that mean you're technically just not gonna do anything anime related? No, I'm still gonna do anime related stuff. But I'm gonna see the characters as characters and the voice actors as voice actors. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be too deep in my feelings either. If someone did a good performance that stands out, I'm gonna talk about it. If someone made a shitty performance, I'm gonna talk about that too. That I know some people have been asking me, does this mean that you're just like out of the anime community? Well, I was never really in it, but I feel like if I got into it, people would still probably just say what side I'm on, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not, and I just again, it's like I want to say more stuff, but it's like I physically can't because that's how fucking saddened I am about this whole entire thing. I'm not depressed. I'm mostly saddened by mostly everything. It's not, I'm not really depressed, but it's very depressing and it's very sad. And it does kind of, and in some instances, it does kind of make me a little mad. But it is what it is, and I can't really do much about it. And I really just want to I really just want to focus on my stuff now, and you know, and maybe talk about this when the dust is settled, where everything's clear, when everything's out of the open, and I can just be more honest and talk to you guys about this. You know, right now I just need a break. I need a break. And the thing is, I've been playing, because this whole thing made me almost say, "Fuck anime, I'm done. I'll just review movies and cartoons and shit, and comic books." But playing Jump Force reminded me why I love these characters, why I love these stories, why I love mostly everything about these characters. and why I, Bugsy No Name, was was am sorry guys, I'm like trying to get the thoughts, trying to get my thoughts together. Um, why I still love anime and why I still love everything about it, and why I made a fan character that is basically the old version of Bugsy Prime and immortalized them in that game. Because I'm an anime fan, and I was that. I've been that way since I was a kid. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna give it up just because a bunch of shit is going down. You know. I don't want you to be, and I don't want anybody else to be turned off from anime either. If this is like disheartening you too, it sucks. It's a hard thing we all gotta fucking just take. You know, some of you can actually say things while people like me are just kind of burnt out. You know, it's good, man. But I'm okay, everybody. I'm okay. But you know, this freed up a lot of things. You know, doing talking about this and pulling away from the Vic Mignogna stuff has really just made me oh yeah, let me just go work on my stuff now. That's what I really need to be doing. You know, you guys, and some of you guys have been really, 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 really supportive of me, backing away from this whole thing. And some of you didn't even make it into. Some of you were like messaging me and not making this a big deal. Y'all were like, one dude was like, it's cool if you just feel. One dude was like, Bugsy, it's cool if you feel worn out or anything. It's cool, man. You don't have to do this if you don't feel up to it. Like, some of my friends were too. I think I told Vic I was too. I think I told my friend Victor that I was too. I was just kind of out of it. Victor, but you guys also know him as Nitwit. I just been kind of, I don't know, just dealing with this whole thing has just been kind of, I wouldn't say stressful, just more of a sobering experience. Mm, More, more, it's more sobering than anything, because you take off those rose-colored glasses and you see who these voice actors really are, and it's shocking. It hurts, and it's kind of painful. Kind of like that. Kind of like that time where I wrote freaking the. Kind of like that time where I wrote the freaking Conquest ending with J in it. No, like seriously, that was actually painful to write. I don't even have the real. I didn't even. I don't even have the real original copy of that because I just. It was set. It was just. Again, that storyline would have went deeper. Now think about how I would have put that. Like think if I actually put that into continuity. Like Jesus. Like, I realized I can write some pretty dark and depressing shit, and it just. I was like, oh man, you know, you know. But the point I'm trying to make is, I want to make more things to make people laugh, to make them smile, to make them enjoy themselves, and entertain them. Because shit, shit is, shit is bad in our world today. We got more people hating each other than actually thinking things through and talking with each other. And we got people literally just going at each other for whatever reason. And I want to entertain people, man. I want people I want folks and people to just watch my videos and just enjoy themselves, have fun. Have maybe like a few minutes or 10 minutes or whatever minutes they need to just watch my videos and chill. You know, laugh at the cartoony voices and the over the topness of my shit. Enjoy the fact that enjoy the fact that I have three characters that basically, even though they have their problems with each other, do care about each other. And a whole fan verse of characters that I can just pull from and just enjoy. You guys can enjoy and have fun. Because, again, I never started YouTube. Like, I started YouTube for fame, and I guess money would have went into it at some point. But as I got older, I just, I knew that the money would be great, but making sure I make quality products and entertain you guys is the real reason I do this. You know, y'all need, and again, you guys need, you guys need, you guys need Bugsy No Name, man. You need Bugsy John Curl. You need H. You need G. You need all of my fucking characters, man. Because shit, you know, because the world sucks. But that don't mean we all have to be. Y'all have to be. That doesn't mean you all have to be cynical dickheads like me. Sometimes you can't just let your guard down and enjoy something. You know what I mean? And again, if anybody thinks this is cringe or I shouldn't be talking about this or whatever, listen, listen here, listen here. I do whatever I do these videos because for the entertainment of people and for people to know what I'm going through. I don't do this to pander. I don't. If I did this to pander, I'd be playing Fortnite all fucking day, talking like this. Hey gamers, it's time for another Fortnite video. Nothing against Fortnite, but I'm just not cut out for that. You know, I always like, I like being creative. I like doing what I do. I know it's kind of different. It's kind of like what I've been saying for my proof about my channel 2019, but yeah, it still rings true. You know, I do, and I don't do this to be famous. Like a lot of people that look at my videos be like, "Oh, you just do this to be famous." A person named True Succubus kept bringing that home, like it really meant something to me. Like, you and Multi Diarrhea, you and Multi Diarrhea are just cynical people, and I'm cynical too. But again, I have my softer side, which I'm kind of showing, and still kind of a little afraid of showing it again after, mostly the channel awesome shit where I actually bared my soul. And again, when I was talking about a friend of mine who kind of disappeared from the internet, I was sad. And guess who? Succubus and Multi Diarrhea, these two DA users were little douchebags, are gonna understand a person role playing from real things, and it just got real. And those people got real stupid real fast. And it's just one of those. It's one of those things, man. That it's not like I'm afraid to show myself just in these videos. It's just like I have this reputation where I'm just kind of the tough dude, and I am. But it's like sometimes sometimes I just gotta let my guard down and just talk to you guys, and that's hard sometimes. Especially when I got a bunch of cynical eyeballs waiting and watching me and getting ready to say their piece and whatever. But then I talk to the rest of you in my comments, and y'all, some of you are very understanding and very, very kind and very generous and very genuine. And I'm just really happy that I can entertain you guys. I can continue to do so, and that some of you are actually supporting me more than you know. by hitting a like, by favoriting, by sharing it. You guys are helping me a lot. Again, if I didn't have all of you guys, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably I'd have a desk job that I fucking hate. And I'd just be sitting there going, oh, sorry, Mr. Pin, sorry, Mr. Pindick. Yeah, boo doo 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 doo, boo doo 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 doo. This is me typing. I don't know why it has a sound effect, but it just did. Okay. But guys, I just wanted to tell you guys that I know this Big Bang Out stuff is kind of getting into a very bad situation. But guys, don't let that turn you away from anime. Don't let that. Don't let this shit damage you. You know what I mean? Pull through it because at the end of the day, one of these days, we'll look back on how fucked up this is and we'll laugh. We'll laugh. You know, or at least not laugh, but we'll look back on this, say it's shitty, and we'll focus on something else. You know what I mean? This is Bugsy, and this is pre-recorded for Sunday. And I just wanted to tell you right now, again, because if you don't think I don't care, I don't. I don't look at any comments. I don't even look at my inbox on various other sites when I see you guys making stuff. I don't really reply to everything, but I see you guys and I thank you guys and I want I want to do more stuff to make you guys all go, holy shit, Bugsy can do more than just these little videos. I want to surprise you. I want you guys to have fun. I want to do more things that involve my stuff. You know, I'm not pulling away from the Fanbrat Basher side of myself, but I am giving it a break. Letting that part of myself breathe. You know what I mean? Although I will always have things that will piss me off, but I gotta try and just, if it's video worthy, I'll talk about it. If it isn't, I'm gonna let go. But again, and okay, and since I got a few more minutes, let me talk about, let me talk about something. Let me talk about this. Okay? So, okay. So, I know, like, a lot of, like, I feel like when I debut the second episode of my little Neptunia series, people are going to freaking not like what I do. I don't know. I just have that fear, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I know it's gonna happen. I'm like, come on, come on, my character, wrong. So I'm like, freaking Neptune and all the other guys are not gonna be just Yuri bait for you guys. Because to me, in my mind, they're bi. They could go either way. But but G spe- but G but G kind of speaks to him on a personal level, and that's why they're kind of connected to him in a way. And I know you want Yuri, but this ain't my show isn't the place for it. If you want if you want characters to get together that are you know that's Yuri, you got you got you got you got fanfiction.net and forums. Okay, you got that. I'm just trying to do something that on its surface may be shallow, but when you really start to look at these characters, and I want you to look at Vern in a different way, and I kind of want you to look at I kind of want you to look at Vert in a different way for this second episode. I want you to look at Vert in a different way because Vert is not really a bad. Like some people say that Vert's bad, but personally, I've always again I always talk about Armageddon guys because again when you work on it as much as I have and you've been rewriting it, it kind of consumes your thoughts until you see Neptune. Until you see Neptune in your dreams and you're kind of giving her, you're kind of you're kind of watching her back. I'm so not kidding. I had a dream like that a few weeks ago, and yeah, but yeah, I just but I want you to look at Vern in a different way when you see this episode. I want you guys to be like, oh my god, okay, maybe that's why Vern acts the way she does, because I'm getting to the I'm writing the middle part because I had to write it 3 different times to see what the feel of it was. But this new like middle part of the episode, I really like, and I haven't finished it yet, but it's coming out pretty okay, and I hope you like it because I really want to do more of this, and I really kind of want. I mean, let me be real with you. Like the Neptunia franchise, some people are saying it's being milked. Other people are saying, then there's not enough games. I really feel like it's getting enough attention that it needs, but I feel like they're very, even though it's an anime show, there's certain things about the characters that have never been explored, and certain things about certain characters. One, one that runs with Lartor that never really got focused. Like, okay, I'm talking about R4. And, it's always been hinted at since everything got kind of in a way rebooted it or rewritten. Like we always have these like character bios of R4 where she's like, well, R4 used to be like R4 has like the power that's rival to or equal to a CPU, and I was always like, yeah, because in the original games, like it was kind of put that R4 was kind of the original CPU, and that all got taken out, but like we still keep the fact that she's kind of like a CPU with her own stuff. And I've always kind of went like, okay, then why don't we just change her backstory completely? Because like I'm pretty sure in the like rebirth one, she just kind of appears as like the main antagonist for the series, and we just kind of don't get any more about it. She just kind of hates the goddesses and wants chaos. And I got nothing against chaos characters. Let me tell you that right now. I mean, Prime is a chaos character through and through, but he's a lot. But the thing is, Prime the thing about Prime is he has something that other Chaos characters lack, and that's a conscience. But he will do fucked up things from time to time, like the little rivalry he has with Pitt. That's still a thing. But yeah, but basically, like the thing about R4 that I kind of just like is that there's kind of some potential that we can use for that. Does she actually become romantically involved with G? In a way, she kind of does, but she's more fascinated about his power than anything else. But not no like I'm gonna use you against the goddesses kind of way. But she's just kind of curious, and a little bit of that curiosity is gonna turn into probably a little something more. Who knows? Like R4 is gonna appear a lot in this series as kind of like a Team Rocket esque villain, and every time she kind of gets blown back by um, by G, she just starts really noticing how powerful he is and what he is really, and as you know all this stuff about the other guys is, even though she's been in the thank you for playing corner. I do remember that, but she really doesn't know what he is because he certainly isn't human. And maybe in one episode, she kind of tries to if she gets G, or at least they go somewhere and talk, and she actually just asks him a bunch of questions, and he answers them. And he just goes, but then he asks her a question like, "Why do you shove eggplants in their mouths like you're trying to basically simulate a certain act?" Like again, and remember, G doesn't really totally utterly cuss like the other Bugsies. You guys got to remember that he doesn't do that as much. But but when he's mad, yeah, he's coming full rage at every at the thing that's in his way. Naughty Def and Trick are gonna know that personally. Um, you know, you would say, oh, does Naughty Def like kind of. Well, the joke with the Naughty Def is that he sounds like he's kind of in the dude, but he likes noir. Like I think that's the joke with him. But the fact of the matter is, he's still kind of going after noir, and like like he's really just stalking her, like straight up. Like he's like with his robot stuff, he can camouflage himself, and he's like just stalking her. And I know I'm going to talk about this because it's in the noir episode, but and I haven't done it. I haven't really done it yet, but this is like the basic idea. Like noir just basically gets stalked by Naidef to the point where she just kind of stays with Bugsy, and most like Bugsy. Well, not, I keep saying Bugsy, but you know what I mean. I'm saying G. Fuck, but G. And but G is another Bugsy, but you know what I'm talking about, anyways. So basically, basic idea is uh, Noir kind of goes to G's place while his roommates are gone, and he's like, what's the problem? She's like, it's this one, you know, this one robot. I think you know, but he's stalking me. You mean a naughty deaf? I thought you guys, I thought you guys kind of took care of him. And he's talking about the anime version because the naughty deaf didn't didn't appear in the games, but I'm making like parts of the anime are canon, like especially that part. It's like I thought you guys kind of took care of him. So why are you guys like? Why is he still stalking? Why is he stalk? Why is he stalking you still? I you guys kind of putting him in prison and kind of get the point to him. And she says like he got out. He's like, oh well, you want to handle it? You I mean, I know you can fight, but have you have I taken someone down or at least taken their life? It's been a few years, but I have done that. And basically, and the other guys is in a kind of B plot kind of thing. They kind of just hate that G is spending all this time with Noir when they all want their own time with them too. And it kind of goes into a kind of thing where depending because he does stay with them, but sometimes he will go back to his dimension. But like they actually had like it's revealed in like the VR events why they always came in like different days because they all wanted time with how they want all wanted time with G and how he does the how he they all wanted time with G, but they didn't want to overlap on each other, so they came at like different days. So they're still gonna kind of do that when he's around them in game industry, and that's like the fun. That's kind of the funny part because certain episodes are gonna have them just be like, "Oh, I'm supposed to spend time with like." She goes, "I'm supposed to spend time with Blonde, and I'm supposed to spend time with Blonde and Robin Ram, so I gotta go. I gotta go Neptune." But it was good hanging out, you know. Tomorrow, let's just do something, you know. Again, about a lot of people, you know, and I don't want to make him as a character where he's leading people on via school days. Because, like, the thing about G is he's not the kind of guy that will actually, like, you know, like, fuck them all and be like, oh, yes, I got them all. They're all my little harems. No, I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. I'm taking stuff out of the old harem playbook, and not from school days. Like seriously, get school days out of your mind. Dash it with a bat. But like you know, I'm just trying to, you know, he's very earnest about how he feels about them. He just is. I would say he's kind of wishy-washy, but only because he's dealt with so many hardships. It's like it's hard for him to really connect with anybody that ain't his roommates or his bros and his brothers. Like that's the real explanation of it. Just in case I'm saying it now because just in case I don't get it across in the writing, you guys can look at this part of the video and be like, oh yeah, that's why. But yeah, and don't you worry, there's going to be a bunch of romantic scenes with the Gus's and him. It's trust me, you're gonna get all the cheese. You're gonna get all the cheese because it's gonna be a little cheesy. The thing about making romantic stuff with me, it's like there's gonna be a little bit of cheese, man. You just gotta accept it. There's gonna be a little bit of cheese. There's gonna be little bit of poetry, and there's gonna be a little bit of lovey-dovey, sappy shit in it. But it's because you know because love is sap. Love can be sappy sometimes. Love can be lovey-dovey and a little bit cheesy, but it is what it is. You know. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna compromise on that just because some of you don't want to deal with the cheese. The cheese is okay. You gotta accept it. You gotta sit down and say, "Look at me, cheese. I'm gonna freaking accept you, and I'm gonna eat you. So you're gonna take this, and we gonna dance around. I'm gonna turn you into mozzarella sticks, and we gonna do this." Damn it, I want some mozzarella sticks right now. But basically, what I'm trying to say, um, you know, there's always gonna be that in there. And Netgear is going to have an interesting role, but no, we are not going to relive the Conquest ending I made. Hell no. That was again, like I said before, that was way too depressing, and there was more stuff in that shit that I don't even want to talk about. Like, it got dark. You know, like I said in one of my videos, like, what is with Netgear in certain fan fictions, and she's like always in the dark shit. Like, I just feel bad for Nepgear. I just want to fucking, like, give her a fucking hot chocolate and be like, it's okay, Nepgear. It's alright. It's alright. It's all cool. You know, I want Uni to kind of get with Steam Max because I don't know. I just feel like Steam Max and Nepgear would kind of get along. You know, kind of be a weird little match because, you know, she likes machinery like Nepgear does. And I'm not saying that Alfie Mojax is gonna get with Nepgear. That's gonna be some weird. That'd be some weird shit. But I would put Nepguy in here too. Like I don't know. I can explain that she's just another Nepgear from another. She is a Nepgear from another dimension. So it would be kind of interesting. it would be kind of interesting to have oh oh someone liked my little thing. Don't look at that too much, guys. I was just it's basically a summation of what I said in the video earlier. But basically, yeah, I know this is a little long, but I just felt like talking a little bit about how my game guys so I could get some feedback from some people. Jeez. Like, seriously, the other Neptunia fans don't even want to freaking at least acknowledge what I'm doing. Like, it's that bad. Like, I don't know. I guess they look at me like I'm fucking Christian trying to get them to get them to like get them to just kind of get into it. But I just want actual criticism because, like, literally, I would love to hear some actual criticism. I mean, I get stuff. I get criticism from Anne, but she isn't really a fan of like I would mention. Like, I introduced her to it, but she's not like a long time fan. And remember, I became a fan because I kept watching Noble Let's Play it back in the day when he could still Let's Play stuff. It didn't have to go to Twitch. We're saying those were good days. But 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 actually, you know what? I would actually love to get some kind of feedback from Noble from Lost Pause. I don't know. And in a and let me just say this: in a way, G is technically like Tenchi, but instead of him, but the only thing that differs between him and Tenchi, like he accepts his destiny, when Tenchi kind of didn't at first. Like in every iteration, he never really accepts his destiny or his role, or even that the other girls like him, and he doesn't really accept their feelings, especially in Tenchi and Tokyo. Oh my god, Tenchi and Tokyo! I wanted to beat that version of Tenchi with a freaking gigantic bat. Well, maybe not even a bat, just beat him up with a waffle. You guys ever seen a person beat a person up with a waffle? Like seriously, you guys say like, "Oh my god, it doesn't work." Yes, it does if you freeze it. Don't ask me how I know that. Don't ask me how I know that. But anyways, it's just But back to what I was saying. Like, yeah, I would like some legitimate feedback from people that are fans. You know, and not the whole. Well, they're not like make. We're not seeing Noir X. We're not seeing Noir X Neptune or anything because I get that so much in my inbox. I just ignore it now. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You guys have no idea the amount of people that hate me for that. But what I've done with my little with this Bugsy is just made him a more serious version of Prime. Where Prime literally took everything that was given to him and with it, with a that's life approach and got a little bit more lighter and a little bit more silly, but still being the kind of dude that can still fuck you up. Where freaking G is that kind of person, but he became king way too early. He had to hide most of his emotions, and he's just kind of with some people he can be emotionally distant, and the CPU guys are the ones that really pulled him out of his like funk, out of like not really out of his grief and out of his like closed off state. This story is about the goddesses and him. It's not just about him, and he's not just the star of the show. It's still, because Neptune is still the main character, but she's sharing the spotlight with G. But yeah, when I do episode 3, you will not be disappointed. There will be some wacky shenanigans, maybe with a little bit of that oh so delicious anime fan service. I don't mean that in a very creepy way. Please don't think of it like that. Also, I kind of made Neptune since from the VR event. She was kind of towards the end getting really lovey-dovey towards the player, and I kind of wanted to incorporate that in this episode, in the episode that I'm gonna make after 2. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. And maybe I'm thinking, but I would actually put Plutia towards towards the middle, and I don't know, like Neptune is about to kiss G, and since the portals are open and the portal is kind of like in the hallway. It kind of opens up near the hallway. Like Plutia would probably go like, "Am I interrupting something?" And freaking Neptune and G are like, "No, you're not interrupting something." Again, remember, G knows all the characters too because he's played all the games, so he knows everybody. So so he's like, so he's like, "Please, you didn't interrupt anything at all. I hope you're not mad. Please don't be mad," because he knows that Plutia has a dark side. And there's going to be an episode really showing that off. You know those combo texting story videos where Plutia doesn't go back into her regular form? Oh yes, I was basically foreshadowing that. Most of those combos are basically foreshadows, except for the what if what if G and Blonde were canon as like a couple. That's kind of a route that I would probably go. I should do more of those. I really should. But if I do more texting stories like that, guys, just know it's gonna get kind of little extra cheese for you, a little extra cheese. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. I felt, the beginning stuff was good, and I got to talk about my show a little bit more, even though you guys are probably like, Bugsy, you've talked about it enough. Just make the episodes already. But remember, folks, my episodes take time because sometimes I'll be sitting around reading a scene that I just wrote and be like, "No, I could do this. I could do this a little bit better, a little bit cleaner." You know, Neptune would never say this, and Vert would never say that, and Noir wouldn't totally do this yet. So yeah, there's a lot of that. But I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to do this video of me being completely honest with you guys and talking a little bit about my gaming, guys, because yes, I'm still working on it, and it controls my thoughts. I think the cult of Nept is after me too, because they didn't want me. They didn't want me to ship. They didn't want me to ship Neptune with anybody else other than Noir. I am not kidding. I don't know what to do. This is and let me just say that was a joke, okay? Before anybody says, "Oh my God, they're after Bugsy. What do I do?" No, it's a joke, okay? It's a joke. But see you guys later, everybody. I just feel like if people would just talk to each other sometimes instead of just letting shit blow out to this proportion, we'd be a lot better off. If people take the time to understand each other. But hey, yeah, that's just wistful thinking from a 20 something.